Hi, how's everyone doing today? Will you go ahead and quickly, just say hi to the person that's next to you? ¿Puede voltear a la par del que está con usted y decirle hola? So, Selena Quintanilla once said, the goal isn't to live forever, but create something that will. This is a special quote that connects to everything that I wish to do. And today I will explain why by sharing my journey. Wait, but first, my name is Valencia, and I'm currently a senior at Leadership Public Schools, Richmond. I was born in Brooklyn, New York. Many of you might be asking yourselves, what is she doing here in California? Well, my mother had some issues going on with my father, and my mother instead decided to move to California. California was a place of opportunities for my mother. Opportunities to have the support of my family, while also earning enough money to support both of us. Most of my childhood, I was surrounded by babysitters and noisy kids running around. However, at the age of 6, my Aunt Victoria, my hero, came into my life. My Aunt Vicky became my second mother. She was a person who I always looked forward to seeing when I came home after school. She became my best friend. She was a person who I would long to hear stories from every day. Go out shopping, enjoy cleaning and cooking, and the list goes on. She introduced me to be a believer in Christ and make ambitions for myself in the future. My life seemed to be perfect by her side, and I thought nothing would ever separate us. However, my aunt was diagnosed with cancer a year after her arrival from Mexico. She fought cancer through chemotherapies and radiation sessions for several years and didn't seem to find a cure. I had my hopes really high, and I believed that one day she would heal. However, God decided to take her life. I had nothing else to do but accept it. She passed away months before my 15th birthday. This was the beginning of a lot of loss in a short time period. In the course of 2 years, 5 important people in my life had left this earth. As a result of so much loss in my family, I felt alone, extremely sad, angry, and most importantly, I placed my dreams on hold. I now understand that my loved ones have lost their battle to cancer, but have allowed to foresee a legacy like the one they left in my heart. I've always remembered how much my life was worth, thanks to my aunt. As a result, I tried to take advantage of the opportunities I had been granted. Once I hit sophomore year, I tried to act happier and try to keep pushing through with my dreams. However, there were times when my smile and positive attitude were just my appearances. I remember the dean from my school asking me, "Why do you always have a smile on your face?" I couldn't answer that question because I knew that if I opened my lips, I would start to burst into tears. I hid my tears with a smile. I realized how blessed I was to be in a school that offered me so much support when I would ask for help. I felt even more loved when my teachers and staff members saw something in me, and I was nominated and accepted to Summer Search. I immediately felt welcomed and supported by my mentor, Sam, and my whole Summer Search family. I could share anything with my mentor, and she gave me so much comfort and support that I will always be thankful for. Thanks to her, I have had 2 of the most amazing trips I could have never asked for, to be honest. Once I knew I was leaving to Wyoming for a month with the National Outdoor Leadership School, NOLS, I was extremely excited, and my mother was not happy. I began to, quote-unquote, prepare for my course, but little did I know, I was about to embark on a tough journey. My first week was the hardest. I felt so desperate to leave home. Let me tell you that when I was hiking up that steep terrain, I was just saying in my head, "Sam, you're going to hear from me when I first get out of this wilderness." However, I remember reflecting on the fanciest objects that I had with me, my notebook and pen. Those were my outlets to let my feelings out on those tough moments where I felt I couldn't go on, or had succeeded in cooking a good old backcountry style casamiento, or rice and beans. It was my journaling, singing, and also crying of both laughter and sadness with my group in the Rocky Mountains that enabled me to find myself more and more. After being 30 days in the wilderness with an amazing group of summer searchers and NOLS instructors, I felt like a boss. We had hiked more than 120 miles throughout the course. However, I wasn't done yet. The summer of my junior year, I had decided to go to Guatemala with Global Leadership Adventures, which has been by far the most challenging, most fun, most memorable trip for me. In Guatemala, I wasn't surrounded by a group of all summer searchers like my first trip, and it was in fact very diverse. I met so many people from all over the country with different backgrounds that fell in love with Guatemala. This trip reinforced my passion for my first language and Mexican culture. Guatemala was a place where I witnessed so much richness in culture through textiles, food, Mayan language, and its picturesque cities. I was so lucky to bring my camera with me and capture timeless images I will keep forever. Although I learned that not everything was so picturesque and precious. I felt angry at the inequality I saw, but this serves as an inspiration for me to fight against injustice. Because of Guatemala, I'm driven to help our people appreciate and defend our roots or where we come from. As soon as I got back to Richmond from Guatemala, I was facing a dessert called senior year. As many of my seniors already know, we had to apply to different colleges, a variety of scholarships, FAFSA, write personal statements, ask for recommenders, and the list continues. On top of that, we had to manage trying to pass every class and wait impatiently for those acceptance letters in March. For me, that was challenging, but my real challenge was at home. My mother suffered a car accident. Her truck got completely ruined. The crash was so bad that she almost broke her chest. Yes, I did ask myself why these things were happening to me, and especially to the most important person in my life, again. But my support from church, my family, Sam, music, and photography made it easier for me to keep moving forward, and I never lost hope. Through all this, seeing my mother's struggle motivated me to keep going. I wanted to serve as a motivation for her to get better. And at the end of the day, I wanted her to feel proud of me. She is here today, and I just want to thank you. I just want to thank you for all that you've done, Mama. Te quiero mucho. I feel extremely grateful for the incredible amount of information I received at school and summer search to find a college that best matched me. I know my family will take care of my mother when I'm 3.5 hours away from Richmond. All this makes me excited to step into Simpson University and create the person I dream of becoming. It's the gateway that will lead me one step closer to that dream I have. I want to use my story and knowledge that I will gain in college to help people live the life that they wish to live. This will be my pursuit of happiness, and I hope you find yours too. Thank you. Now, hey seniors, where are my seniors? Class of 2015. Now it's time to celebrate you with a slideshow. Hey!